Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. I'm Jay Flynn, Director of the Homes for Heroes Foundation. I've got some really special guests with me today. Guys, if y'all don't mind, take just a second to introduce yourself. Lucretia, start us off.
Yes, hi, good evening. My name is Lucretia Jones. I'm the president of the New Mexico Native American Indian Nurses Association, and I'm here with some of the organization group. I'll tell you a little bit about the organization later. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Deidre Castillo, and I am the Vice President and Secretary for the association. And yeah, good evening.
Awesome.
I'm Irma Marbed, and been with the association a long time. But we established the president and emeritus position this past year, just to make sure that this organization's continue with its history. And I'm the one that is like a historian at this time.
Awesome.
I'm Dee Billups. I'm the treasurer and the person who tells them no, you can't spend money, or yes, we got a little bit to spend. I am keeping track of the mentors who mentor our students that get awards every year for scholarships. $2,500 for a scholarship. So if you give us $5,000, that'll be two student nurses that will get an opportunity to continue their education, which we really appreciate.
Awesome. So Mario, I see you sitting over there in the corner. Tell us
Yes, sir.
about your team.
Well, hello, my name is Mario Montoya. I am the owner and qualifying broker of Casa Montoya Realty. And as you can see, I'm also a member of our Albuquerque Fire Department, Fire and Rescue here in Albuquerque. And I have some of my associate brokers here to present our grant today. I have Iris Guzman. She is my lending partner. She's been my lending partner for 14 years. I also have one of my associate brokers, Alexandria Jaramillo. And I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. Go right ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm Michael Matishak. I'm also an associate broker for Mario.
I'm Michelle Montoya. I'm associate broker and Monia's wife.
Well, that's awesome. Well, guys, the Homes for Heroes Circle of Giving and the Homes for Heroes Foundation provides grants to nonprofits whose mission are to help our heroes in need. Mario and his team and I, we're honored to present this $5,000 Homes for Heroes Foundation grant to the New Mexico Native American Indian Nurses Association. Congratulations, guys. Awesome. All right, so Lucretia, take just a few minutes and tell us the story behind it.
We want to have Irma be in the picture here.
There you go.
These guys too.
Irma was one of our founding members of the organization, and she has been keeping us on the straight and narrow. We tried to deviate a little bit. She says, nope, this is what the bylaws say. You've got to keep it right, people. And so she's a treasurer, and she helps us in everything that we do.
So yeah, on behalf of the Homes for Heroes Foundation and Casa Montoya Realty and the state of New Mexico, I would just, I'm honored to present this check to you. So thank you very much for everything that you do. And thank you, ladies, for everything that you do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So here you go.
Thank you.
Yay.
Awesome. So let's take a few minutes and let's talk about what you guys are doing there in New Mexico and talk about the New Mexico Native American Indian Nurses Association. So Lucretia, take just a minute or so and tell us the story behind the association and how you guys came to be.
Good evening. Yes, thank you for all that you do. We are Native American Indian Nurses Association. We were established since 1985. Small organization, but we help a lot of Native American nursing students throughout New Mexico, from different pueblos, different tribes. We mainly within New Mexico, different schools too, from ADN, BSN, MSN, all the way up to doctorate programs. We support their learning by mentoring, fostering education with one-to-one mentoring, and then we have a workshop too for educators, and sometimes the students, we do a special workshop for our students as well. We also advocate with the New Mexico Nurse Association. When we can, we support them and try our best to advocate for laws that help nurses and support nurses throughout New Mexico or whatever arises.
That's awesome. That's great. So, Mario, you and your team, Homes for Heroes specialist there in Albuquerque, you're supporting all of our hero groups. Tell us your why about being part of Homes for Heroes.
Sure. So I got into real estate about 15 years ago, and when I joined and got my real estate license, I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to give a different option than just the average realtor here in the Albuquerque area. And it was around that time that I met my lending partner, Iris Guzman, and she actually had been a part of Homes for Heroes for years before I had met her. So she had introduced the Homes for Heroes program to me, and back then when I joined up with Homes for Heroes, you had to be vetted. You had to be connected to a hero group that we work with. And at the time, I was an Army veteran. I was with the United States military. I had just gotten in with the fire department a few years before, and it just made sense when I was getting into real estate that I try to find a program that allowed me to give back to not only my brothers and sisters in the department, but also my brothers and sisters in the military. So my why of being a part of the Homes for Heroes program was that it just made sense. I was already a part of who we give back to, and my circle of friendship, my sphere of influence was already the people that I give back to. So it just made perfect sense. Working with Iris, and we do about 20 to 30 hero transactions a year, and we've been very consistent. We are the number one Homes for Heroes uh, affiliate and brokerage in the state of New Mexico, the number 15 affiliate in the country, which I'm very proud of. And the Homes for Heroes allows me not only to work with the clientele that I want to work with, but it also allows me to make sure that I'm making a difference not only in our heroes' life by assisting them on hero closing costs, on just fees that they accrue before they have to buy a house, but also making sure that a portion of every transaction that I do goes back to the Homes for Heroes Foundation and is made available for instances like this. So it's not only just the little picture of giving back to our hero clientele, my fire buddies, my fire brothers and sisters, my Army and veteran brothers and sisters as well, but it also, with every transaction that I close, it goes towards people like you that are in need and that are giving back to your own community as well. So, I love the fact that I'm a part of something small and a part of something large, and I love the fact that my brokerage has made the commitment to that as well. So I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's awesome. And you guys really, you are the grease that keeps the circle of giving moving. And I always say that it's our affiliates across the country. Through giving back that helps keep me busy doing what I get to do and helping these wonderful groups. So thank you. Deidre, we're honored to support you guys with this $5,000 grant. I think we heard a little bit, but tell us a little bit more details about how you guys are going to use these funds to support nurses.
Yes, hi. So as Dee said that we will use these funds to put two Native American students, nursing students, through nursing school. Most of our students that apply are getting back into school. They're some are right out of high school, but most of them are a non-traditional students, and so they do need all the help they could get. And as Kay said, we do mentor them, and these funds will go to the students.
Awesome.
And
That's
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're honored to be able to help them and support you guys. So, Dee, tell us how you got connected with the New Mexico Native American Indian Nurses Association.
I've been a member since 1990, and I had to prove my Navajo affiliation because I didn't look Indian enough. But my father is Navajo Dene, and I grew up on the reservation. My mother was black and white, and I ended up looking like a Norwegian, I guess. But I really believe in the work that we're doing, because when 11% of New Mexicans are Native and only 2% are nurses, we have a problem. We used to have 5% of nursing RNs in New Mexico be Native, but they retired and, went to heaven, and we weren't getting newer Native people. They were going into other jobs. There were more opportunities, and so we felt a need to start working with kids in high school and telling them about how attractive nursing is. Most of our students, as Deidre said, are single parents, late 20s, early 30s, and 40s. So this is not their first time going around and working. Most of them do. It's just they're the first person in their family to go to college, and so they don't understand that. So we work with them one-on-one about how to handle family responsibilities with college, with putting out time for yourself, because of course nurses always want to give to everybody else and not to take care of ourselves. And so we teach them that that's really important, to take some time for yourself. We teach them study skills. We work with them on how to prep for taking tests, because for a lot of them it's very kind of scary. So we work through that. And with the national rate of 60% only of Native American students graduating from college, we have been able to maintain a 92% graduation rate of our students who have been mentored by our organization. And we have a 95% pass rate in our RN NCLEX exam, which means that they can become nurses and go throughout the world, except that we want them to stay here because and help us. But we really have we realize that our students are attracted to the program because they are achieving people and they really want to do better. But when we develop these relationships, and some of them go on and just do marvelous things, and they'll run into us in Walmart and say, "You were there for me when I needed somebody. When I was getting kind of discouraged, and my family said, well, why don't you just quit? You were there for me." And so our mentors are really, really important, and they help the student to understand, because they may have different ways of looking at things, that you do not have to give up your culture, you do not have to give up your family, that this can all be incorporated and you can still be successful and you can achieve and you can go out and be marvelous. So that's what we do.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you guys are doing way more than just providing some money. You're coming alongside these students and helping them be successful, and That is wonderful. So thank you guys for doing that. Irma, wow, we
Yeah.
started talking what, over a year ago, I believe. It's been a while. So
Yeah.
President Emeritus, tell us just a little bit about why this association holds such a special place in your heart.
Oh yeah. Like I told just before all this started, I was already talking. Yeah, this organization is special to me, but so many other Native American Indian or not organizations here in the city of Albuquerque. My parents moved away from the reservation after World War II. I was raised here in Albuquerque, so I'm pretty much like an urban Indian, I guess. And there were so many needs. when Native people are coming off the reservation, trying to make a new life in a place that's not they're not familiar with as far as cultural, people, and education. Everything was new, but they took that historical step, I guess you might say, to better themselves, and that's what my parents did, and that's all they taught me when I was little, is that we take care of each other as Diné people that are around you too. With that philosophy, I've gotten involved in many of the Native organizations here in the city of Albuquerque. I became president of the New Mexico Council of American Indians. I'm one of the originators of the Indian Village. We made Indian Village happen. We have that at the State
The State
Fair
Fair.
now. And I was president of the Navajo Club of Albuquerque. That's where I learned how many of our Native students needed help and assistance uh, financially to continue in school and to be encouraged and to be helped because they feel lost. Even going to a university is a big thing to them. They're not used to this big university organizations with teachers and so many students, particularly if they came off the reservation. And so they're even afraid of talking to their teachers and so forth. And so many a times I learned that. And I say, look, let me go with you. I'll be right outside the door. Go in and speak with your teacher. You know what you want to say, and you know what your issues are, and so forth. I'll be right outside the door, knock on that door, and go see your teacher. I did things like that. And then I also helped them go through their papers and this kind of thing. And, because they always say English is a second language to us, and I guess it is, but still, there's a lot to learn when it comes to the papers because boy, if you don't dot that I or cross that T, your nursing instructor will take 2 or 3 points off. They were tough.
Yeah.
Wow,
Nursing
that's
school is
awesome.
easy. It's a tough program to go through. And so they learn all of those things. But then, because I have much interest in Native students, I am always involved in trying to establish programs. Dee already covered pretty much of what we do now within the New Mexico Native American Indian Nurses Association, and that is one of our goals with mentoring, scholarship, and educational aid, and that has always been one of my priority. And when students get lost and they get homesick, sometimes I invite them to my home and serve